Are you frustrated sometimes, when you want to talk to the people close to you, maybe your parents, your your son, daughter, or your spouse, your loved ones, and they just don't listen to you? You get frustrated. That, why don't you get me? Why don't you listen to me, right? What's wrong with you? Like, don't you get it? I said this a million times that you get very, very frustrated, right? They're not listening to you. So, or maybe in business setting, that as a leader, as a CEO, as a manager, as a director, as a sales director, you talk to people. My goodness, why don't they get it? What's wrong, right? And you keep saying the same thing again and again, and they just don't listen to you. So how do you solve this problem? Now remember, back then when I was going to high school in Canada, in Vancouver, I had no friends, right? Because I was very much an introvert. I was very shy because I couldn't speak a language. When I first arrived to this country, I couldn't speak a word of English. So I was very afraid to talk to people. Of course, when you're afraid to talk to people, no one would listen. And I remember I would try to communicate very, very even simple language, simple words with my classmates. And they were like, what? What are you saying? Pardon me? And I would have to repeat the same thing 3, 4, 5 times. And because they just won't listen. And eventually they pretty much just lose their patience. They're like, I can't understand you, man. I can't understand what you're talking about. So they don't want to talk to me because they feel it's very troublesome for them, right? So I know for a fact when you see what I do when I'm now communicating with you, that I can speak, I can command an audience, and our friends, from all over the world, that communication, this is a learnable skill. It is a what? It is a learnable skill. This is something that you could learn. I could go from someone who's a total introvert, shy, no one would listen to me, to now that people would listen to what I have to say, right? What's the difference? Number one, when you're communicating one-on-one, when you are maybe English, I know I have a lot of friends from like outside North America who are also minorities or immigrants. If English is not your first language, here's some of the things that you could do. Here's what I did. Number one, I was studying different types of books and just looking at one word, and I would say, oh, that's a word that I don't understand. And I would just write it on a little like index card. And I would look at it and I would pronounce it many times. Many times, right? So I would do that and I would pronounce it. So it's one word, and slow down. Because sometimes when English is your second language, you want to speed up because you're afraid that people would maybe judge you and laugh at your pronunciation. If anything, English is your second language, slow down. Actually slow down. And when I'm making video, I would slow down a bit so you would get the word. I don't speak perfect English. I still don't speak perfect English, right? Forget that shit. Doesn't matter when you're expressing yourself. But you have to make sure that people could understand you clearly. Second tip that I want to give you is, if you want people to listen to you, you also have to be interested instead of interesting. A lot of people, when they talk to people, they want to talk, right? They want to almost get their point across very, very quickly in a short period of time, instead of listening and asking questions. It's much more powerful when you're asking questions. You want people to listen to you? It's very simple. You be a good listener. Because remember this, and this is one of the most powerful tips I could give you when it comes to communication. When you say something, it means something, but when they say something, it means everything. So it's much more powerful. Think about if you want people to listen to you. Instead of me just telling them, how can I ask a question so I draw that out of them so that they say it? So you make it their idea instead of me trying to force my ideas onto them. So when you're communicating with your wife, your husband, right, your loved one, example. So instead of me, let's say, telling Jenny, my wife, say, hey, Jenny, we are going to go to this restaurant. We're going to have Japanese tonight. Or she's like, okay, maybe, I don't know. It's my idea. It's coming from like, hey, this is what I think we should do. Hey, honey, what do you want to eat tonight? Like, what's some things? Well, let's just, I don't know. Well, I said, well, last time we had Chinese, and a few days ago we had Thai. Well, how about Japanese? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, you want to have Japanese? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, let's have Japanese then. You see the difference? Right? I'm asking question to draw that out of her versus, hey, we're gonna do this. Actually, I want Japanese, right? But instead of me just telling her, it's much better when you communicate. Learn to ask questions. So the best way for you to speak, to talk, to communicate, so that people listen, it's by being a good listener, being able to ask questions, and learn to slow down, right? Learn to pronounce the word. That's my biggest tip for the day. Mic drop.